My name is Daniel Shayesteh. I was born in a Muslim family. My father had 2 wives and 12 children. They were all living together. I was sent from childhood to learn Islamic rituals and memorize the Quran. And so I learned a lot of things about Islam and Islamic principles and Islamic, approach to non-Muslims. And I learned that Islam should be the only religion in the world. The other religions must be wiped out. And so every Muslim had to contribute in that war against all other religions. That war is called jihad, and if any Muslim does not take part in that, he is sinning. After I entered university, I became a radical Muslim. I fought against the king of Iran, the Shah of Iran, and followed Ayatollah Khomeini. And under his leadership, the kingdom of Iran came to an end, and the Shah of Iran escaped. We captured the country. And after that, I was one of 3 that was invited to start the revolutionary army in Iran. The goal of revolutionary army was to prepare young boys and girls with fighting and terrorist techniques and tactics to go and fight side by side of Palestinians, Hezbollah against Israel, and to capture Israel. And also the goal of the revolutionary army was also to take Islam to other parts of the world, through various ways. And but after a while, I became an opposition to the Ayatollah Khomeini, and joined the opposition group, and we won the government. One of my colleagues became the president of the country, the first president after the revolution of 1979. But Ayatollah Khomeini was the leader of the revolutionary army. He was the chief commander, and he took the army and wanted to kill the president. President escaped, government was demolished, some were killed, some escaped, and some were caught, and I was one of them caught and put in a death cell waiting on death row with 4 others in my cell. All 4 were killed, but I was able to escape by the help of some, and I escaped from Iran to Turkey. In Turkey, Jesus, in an amazing way, revealed himself to me. I was doing my doctorate in Turkey. The major of my doctorate was about religions, cultures, and philosophy, so I was able to compare the world's major religions, including Islam, and there I was amazed by Christian values, to see that the approach of God to people, to humanity, was so different to the approach of God of Islam to humanity. And also the leadership of the God of the Bible was amazing, very modest leadership, giving space to people to express their views, their opinions, and to be creative, to evaluate and to choose the best. And then I also discovered that the Bible was the source of freedom in the Western countries. And I was shocked and amazed. Shocked because for 30 years I was taught that Christianity was not a good religion. Amazed because I saw that Christianity was good in everything. Then I had a personal relationship with some Iranian Christians. I went to their church, and I heard amazing things from them about God. For example, one of the things they were teaching was that God in the Bible is the personal God, and you can have personal relationship with Him. That was so amazing to me. That was so delicious, yummy, that I could have personal relationship with my Creator in this world. That's not the case in Islam. In Islam, Quran says, even in chapter 42, verse 52, it says there is a veil between God and Muhammad and Muslims. So there is not a personal relationship, but in the Bible you can have personal relationship with your Creator. That was amazing. And after a few weeks I had a dream. That dream was amazing. So all of them caused me to be interested in reading the Gospel, because I was always taught that you should not read the Gospel, you should not read the Bible or any other religion's book, only read Islamic books. But now I discovered that God has given me freedom of choice, autonomy to read and compare them. So I read the Gospel twice, and after two times I was amazing. That it was amazing that it really touched my heart in every way, and especially the love of Jesus Christ was amazing. In everything, Jesus is love. Everything. Love your God with all your being. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your enemies. Love your spouse as your own life. I said to myself, what do you want? This is the unconditional love only creates reconciliation between you and God and you and other people. So I gave my heart to Jesus. And after that, my wife joined me. She discovered also changes in me. She was amazed that I was changed. And then she asked me why I was doing that. Why my behaviors had changed. And so I told her. She was terrified first, but she discovered that I was really changed, and she was amazed that who could change me, as a violent Muslim man, her husband. And so she became interested in reading the Gospel, and after 2.5 months she had an amazing dream. Her dream was written in the Bible, and I read the passage to her. She was amazed. And so that softened her heart toward Jesus, and then she attended the church ladies meetings, and gradually she learned the Gospel, and eventually she gave her heart to the Lord. And we both were baptized together, and then after that the love of Jesus Christ was amazing, in my mind and in my heart. And I said to myself, look, if you really love someone, you need to speak about it. And so I couldn't help myself. Always I loved really to speak about that. And also I praise His name that He gave me opportunity to study, deeply all religions, and discover that His values are the best and the heavenly. And so all of them, motivated me to always talk about Him. And so He gave us opportunity, and I travel worldwide and speak about Him and help people to compare the religions and to evaluate them and to choose the best. And that best is Jesus Christ. Is the best role model in everything. Jesus is the best role model in leadership, in family relationship, and in the relationship among people in the community. And Jesus only can bring people together, because only unconditional love can bring people together. You don't go to people and say to them, look, I hate you, but I want to become your friend. That's not going to work. Hatred does not bring people together. Only love, respect, kindness, and sacrifice can bring people together. I'm glad you gave me time to talk to you. Thank you so much for your time.